Wherever you're joining us from, we want to say a big thank you to you for making time with us this evening on our very maiden edition of Max Engage series. Okay, this evening we have three amazing gentlemen with me and one awesome lady. Okay, and they are going to be talking to us and sharing their insights, experiences on Max International as a business, network marketing in general, and also giving us nuggets on how they were able to build this home-based business that we have and how you can also profit from the system that we have here at Max International. Now, the whole purpose of Max Engage series is to educate, navigate, help you grow your business, and empower you to take you to the next level. So Max International has put together this series and this brain power to help all of us, okay, so we can pick from these top minds, these millionaires, on how they successfully built their business and how we can do same. Okay. So with me in studio, we have two amazing gentlemen. We have Dr. Wiredu and Dr. Ohene Asare. Let me start with Dr. Wiredu, who is the medical doctor who spotted this opportunity about 6 years ago and ran with it. He's an amazing personality. For those of you out there who don't know, he introduced me to this business, and ever since it's been progress after progress, success after success. So wherever you're joining us from, I know there are Nigerians on the call, there are people all over the globe, there are people from Wa to Takwa to Accra to Ho. I want to say a big welcome to you as well, and it's going to be worth your while. Also, at the tail end of the program, we'll be giving out some freebies. We'll be asking some questions, so stay logged in. Just make sure you answer the questions I'll be giving for the chance to win some amazing prizes. And also, deserving associates will be showered with some free dollars as well. So back to my first panelist, Dr. Wiredu. So I have a question for you. You have a knack for spotting rich opportunities quickly. What is it with Max International? What is it that you saw that made you say, look, I'm going with this and I'm running with this? Tell us. And how long has it been?
Oh, that was, I saw Max in 2014 when I just finished my house job as a house officer. And to make it simple, I was broke, I was in debt, I was working so many shifts, I was really tired. And I knew that, I wanted that to change. And I knew I needed to have an extra income source. So I was looking, and then somebody gave me a call and said, there's a new company in town. When I got to Max International, I saw the products and they were amazing. I mean, the technology behind the product was incredible. It was mind-blowing. Gave the product to my mom. She took it. 2 weeks later, she was singing songs about the product. So I knew that if I had a good product in hand and had a good business to go with, there was no way I was going to fail. I mean, when I got it, I had goosebumps all over my skin, and I ran with this opportunity.
So the products were amazing.
Exactly.
And the business opportunity pays.
Exactly, right.
For those who don't know, Dr. Wiredu is the top earner. He was the first person to hit the rank of Crown Diamond, first African to hit that rank. And I mean, it's amazing money. I'm sure associates recognize this figure. And if you are joining us for the first time, you would understand that figure soon. Okay. Let me ask Dr. Kwaku Ohene Asare, big man, busy lecturer, jack of all trades. So what was your perception when you first heard about this kind of business? Network marketing, okay, and how long have you been in this business?
Well, 4 years, 6 months, 11 days, 16 hours.
Oh wow! You have it to the dot.
Yes, I remember so well because it was one of those things I never want to get into.
Right.
And I didn't believe that these things really pay. But you see, in life you explore,
right?
You take chances. And you venture where angels fear to tread. And I remember when I was getting into this, a number of colleague doctors and professors would tell me, you are wasting your time. Some of them said you are crazy. If I remember one professor questioned my PhD that I have.
You were questioning your integrity.
Yes, questioning my real integrity. And I was saying, but you know the school I went to. He said, it doesn't matter. If you went to a proper school, yes. But why you could stoop so low to do this, it doesn't make sense. And that made me dig deeper to see what is really making people think that this is not good. Especially when I know that others were really, really making it.
Right.
So I decided to delve into it.
Wow.
And that was the beginning of me getting into this. And today it's become my almost, to be honest, if you are to put my academic excellence and my network marketing excellence, I would take the network marketing. It's redefined my entire circumference.
You take the network marketing.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you. Because if I were to get PhD
Right.
in network marketing, I would have gotten 2 or 3 PhDs.
Interesting.
right.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Interesting.
So, you know, so it's something that I would not let anybody toy with it at all.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So thank you for your insight. Do we have our CEO Joe on the line now? For those of you joining us, we are discussing network marketing in the post-COVID era. Okay, we have 3 amazing gentlemen, 2 in the studio with me, and then we have 1 fantastic lady who is joining us from Nigeria as well. So do we have CE Joe, as we call him, on the line right now? And if he can hear me. So CE Joe, or CEO Joe, has been with us for almost a decade now. He left Big Apple and Wall Street, where he was financing major international banks, you know, big transactions. He put all that aside as a Harvard-trained lawyer. And then he saw this unique opportunity. We want to hear from him firsthand what indeed, you know, made him change his mind and say, look, I'm going to go with Max International, I'm going to go with network marketing. And so we want to hear from our CEO, who's been impacting lives, who's been, be steering the affairs of Max International for a very long time now. So Joe, thank you for making time and joining us. Wherever you are, I'm sure you're in Salt Lake City, or are you in New York?
You're welcome. I'm in Salt Lake at the moment.
All right, so it's I think good afternoon to you then, or in our culture, maximum wherever the time is. Nice. So
Next
Joe,
morning.
I have a quick question for you. All right, people want to know what it is that you saw. All right, you're a Harvard-trained lawyer. You sat in the same classroom with Barack Obama. You were making several hundreds an hour on Wall Street. So why did you leave all that? Why did you leave the Big Apple? And what made you commit to Max International?
Well, it was really the influence of Dr. Nagasawa and what these products could do. The products, of course, are, as you guys all know, and most people who work with us know, they're the best things in the world in the nutritional supplement sector. There is nothing better. They are impactful product difference in so many people's lives. And then beyond just the great products, the business itself is so important for so many people. People who are looking for a chance to improve their lives economically. And it is a very excellent vehicle in many markets that Max operates to provide people with legitimacy to get paid well for the work that they put in. And that is something that is very important as economies are expanding and developing and growing, that people have legitimate opportunity to earn money. I've never run across a situation where people who are hungry aren't willing to work hard. What they lack is the chance to work hard and get paid well for value that they bring. And Max is very committed to make sure that the people who put in effort with us and their time with us will get compensated and will pay for the work that they do.
Right. Thank you for that insight. So Max International started off in North America, Asia, Central America, Latin America, and all of that. And then you decided to come to Africa. Okay, it's been 7 years now in Africa. You started with Ghana. So my question to you is, how is business like in Ghana or in Africa? And then what is the impact you've had with Max International and this home-based business in Africa?
This is always a challenge, right? As Professor Asare would tell you, as you guys well know, business is war, right? You are always in competing, try to improve, to try to grow, expand. There are always different challenges, and it's important to surround yourself with an excellent team to overcome those challenges. And that is true no matter where you are. You're always going to have challenges that you have to face. Now, the opportunity in Africa is tremendous. Right now, the economies in Western Africa are growing very rapidly. You have a working age population that is going to be #1 in the world by 2030. and it becomes imperative to make sure that the young people have opportunity, that they have good jobs. And network marketing fits perfectly into that, because when you join a company like Max, you don't have a huge amount of startup capital. And all of you guys have talked to me about, you just heard Dr. Bright, you've heard Prof talk about the economics of the Max business. And we've heard so many doctors and so many of other associates who've come to Max because they weren't earning and getting the money that they needed to push their careers forward. And so all that really tells you is that intelligent, hardworking people are looking for good, legitimate opportunity. And that's what we provide. We want to make sure that the people who engage with Max are going to be rewarded with a good business, with sound business practices, and we do what we say we're going to do. And especially when it comes to being paid commissions. I mean, I can't tell you the number of stories that I've heard from excellent, intelligent professionals that said, in their own jobs, whether they were professors or whether they were doctors, lawyers, you name it, where they would do the work and then their paychecks were inconsistent and they didn't come when they were supposed to. And so this was a very important thing for us at Max, that when we're going to pay the commissions, we're going to pay them every month, and people can rely on the fact that we practice very good corporate finance and make sure that people are paid for the work they put in. If they sell products and help build good teams, they're going to be rewarded. And not only are they going to be rewarded, we hope to celebrate people and celebrate their efforts and lift their spirits up so that we all can believe not only in the company but in the countries that we live in each other, and that we can lift up the human spirit so that all of the places that we're operating can move to that place where we all want to just invest in where we are and make it a better place, that people don't feel that to have legitimate opportunity you have to leave and take your talent elsewhere. Because you can look at the panel right there. You three gentlemen are unbelievably exceptionally talented people, and you deserve to have the absolute best business opportunity, because I know you guys love your country and I know you want to make it as great as possible. And it should never ever be the case that people like yourselves, and there are hundreds of thousands of people throughout West Africa that felt that they had to go elsewhere to get to have a real legitimate economic opportunity. And so this is something that we want to focus on and we want to change. We want to make sure that the belief in our countries, respectively, are great, and that we have every opportunity in Ghana that we would have in the United States or we have in Europe, and the same for Nigeria, and the same for all the other countries in which we operate. And so that is part of my why and what drives me to want to do business there, because the talent is there, the effort is there, the people looking for legitimacy, they're looking for trust, they want to believe, and all we have to do is provide that legitimate chance. And that has been one of the most gratifying things about doing business where we do it. This is that people appreciate the consistency that Max brings. They appreciate the fact that the products are real, that the science is real, that it backs up everything that we say, that we try to provide the training so that people are equipped to do business over the long term, that it's not a here today, gone tomorrow situation. And that's why we now have 11 offices throughout West Africa, and soon we'll be spreading into East Africa and throughout the whole continent. So it's a wonderful, wonderful mission that we're on. We do our absolute best to make it better all the time. We're of course not perfect, but we always are striving to improve and get better. And thanks to the great partnership with so many wonderfully intelligent and hardworking people, we've managed to build something that is going to be around for a very long time and continue to provide tremendous services and even more services to the people in West Africa and beyond.
Definitely, definitely. Africa is definitely ready for this opportunity. And like you said, we are not going anywhere, we are going everywhere, and we are ready to run with this amazing opportunity. So I'll get back to you, Joe. Let me get a little insight from our lady panelist, big executive. This lady came from a background, Canadian background, with, big marketing company where she was making amazing money, okay, making amazing money. And then she left all that. 6 years, she decided to come to Africa, starting with Ghana, and then later settled in Nigeria because she saw the bigger picture. She wanted to impact more lives, okay, and with an amazing opportunity. She's a fantastic trainer. She advocates for change. She's an amazing person, and she goes by the name of Turnbull. So we are glad to have you here, Turnbull. Can you hear me, connecting all the way from Lagos, Nigeria? Hello, Anne, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you so much for having me on.
Right, thank you for making time this evening. I know you're a very busy person, but it's always lovely to get your insight and to connect with you here. And how is it over there in Lagos? Everything okay, chill? Everything nice?
You know, I'm actually in Canada. I came back early on in the pandemic to stay with my mom, and I've booked my ticket to come back now that international travel. So I'll be back in Nigeria in October, so I'm really excited about that. It's been a long time here, and I've missed everyone over in Africa, so I can't wait to get back.
Awesome. Now, Anne, you were a top executive with a big marketing agency, and then you left all that behind. Okay, so can you tell us exactly what you saw with our business and why you decided to go full speed, all guns blazing with our opportunity?
Yes, definitely. You know, I was doing very well, like you say, in the corporate world, but I really realized that I wanted to do something more with my life. I didn't see working for another 20 years. But, you know, it's not so easy to leave a big salary and go start a business on your own, even though I knew I wanted to be entrepreneurial. So when I was introduced to Max by a friend, it wasn't very much money to get started. I wasn't risking anything. I didn't have to quit my job. So I just started. And I didn't know anything about network marketing. I didn't know anything about health or science. I didn't know anything about supplements. But I will tell you the stories that I heard, the testimonies that I saw, the experiences that I had with Max products, they just impacted me so much. And the more time I spent with Max, the more excited I got. Every year I got more and more excited. I've been with Max now for 11 years. And I gradually started to lessen my time at my corporate job, even though I wasn't replacing my income yet. But the first time I went to Africa, when I went to Ghana, I was just struck by the wonderful people, by the impact the products and the business opportunity was having in Ghana. That was the only African country we were open then, that I decided I had to quit my job and I had to do this full time because I was so passionate about what I was seeing and I wanted to make a bigger difference. So even though I wasn't ready yet in terms of income, I just was so overly ready in terms of passion. I was so excited by what I was seeing with Max. And what I always knew was others were doing it, I could do it. And I knew that it was only a matter of time, as long as I learned, as long as I built great partnerships with people like you and Dr. Bright and Dr. Kyei on the panel. You know, I knew that as long as we were working together, as long as we were learning and growing together, that decision would never be one that I would regret. And I will tell you, it's been the very most amazing decision that I have made in my life, being a part of Max and doing Max full time and doing it with passion every day. And every week and every year, it just gets better for me.
In every day, every how, I love that. Anyway, and I have another question before I leave you. I'll get back to you. People think this is a get-rich-quick scheme. Now, you are a Crown Diamond, $1 million circle member. Okay, you've made over $1 million of commissions from just Max International. That is amazing, and congrats to you. So, is this a get-rich-quick scheme? Is someone who is listening to you right now, are they going to join a company, decide that, okay, from today I'm going to join, and then tomorrow start making $1 million just like you are?
No, it's definitely not that. You know, I know a lot of you know my story. It took me a long time to reach the rank of diamond. It took me 8 years. When I started in Max, we really didn't know much. We didn't have training like we have today. We didn't have the tools we have today. Today we have amazing training, amazing marketing, amazing tools, more products. We had one product when I started. And so it took a lot of time. In today's world, with Max, anyone who starts with us, anyone who takes the business seriously, anyone who takes the training and just does what we teach them to do and is consistent, that's the thing. Never, ever quit. Stay the course, stay focused, and no, you won't get rich quick and overnight, but you can do very well. And over time, you can do very, very well. For me, it has been definitely a blessing, although there were years when I struggled, definitely, for sure. But I always knew if I didn't give up, I would make it. And that was the trick for me.
You gave up, you wouldn't be $1 million earner right now. So, I mean, it definitely worked out well for you. And, you know, it's good to highlight that point that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You have to be patient and work your way up as you build your distributor base. Now, last question before I leave you. What has been your experience in Africa? You started with Ghana 6 years ago, and then you moved to Lagos, Nigeria. So how is business, doing this home-based business? What has been the experience interacting with Africans, Ghanaians, Nigerians? How is it like for you?
Well, I love Africa. Africa is my home now. I have given up everything in Canada, and I just feel that Max has something so important to offer. And what I love about the people that I have met and now working with many tens of thousands of people is that the spirit, like Joe said, you know, people are willing to work. It's just the opportunity needs to be there. And we have an opportunity, and people are working, people are entrepreneurial, people are excited. And who doesn't love to work with excited people who actually want to achieve in life? And so I find that Africa, it's a market that is growing so quickly. It's a market that is so ripe for what we have because our product is making an incredible difference in the lives of others. Even if we didn't have a business, oh my goodness, I would be based here in Africa just because of our product, because of the impact that it's making on the people in Africa and around the world. But the business opportunity and the environment is amazing. To me, it is better than any other market that I've seen. I haven't seen every market, but I love working in Africa, and I can't wait until we continue to open more countries. We are going to take the whole continent, and there is a lot of opportunity for anyone who wants to be part of it with us.
A lot of opportunity, definitely, for anyone who wants to be a part of this business. Thank you very much, Anna. I'll get back to you. Now, Dr. Bright, I mean, with you, I mean, I always want to pick your brain. You're a medical doctor, you're doing your MBA, big guy, very sharp guy. Now, I want to know, COVID-19 came, and then, I mean, it affected lots of businesses. Economies went down, people are losing their jobs and all of that. Could you say this is the same with network marketing or our business module that we have? What makes our business module special? What makes it be able to thrive in spite of these, you know, pandemics, in spite of global catastrophes that we cannot envisage? What makes our business model unique?
Interesting. So one thing is that network marketing is a home-based business, right? But for the past 6 years, you've been talking about building your business from home. Right. Time freedom, working remote, right? And for example, in our business, we've been ahead of the growth curve for most companies. We had online trainings, doing online businesses way back as 2016, 17. So when this came, and then also we are into, you know, health supplement that boost immunity, right? So it was just the perfect time. And you know, even with all due respect, we send our, we send deep sympathy to all those who went through situations, you know, and we wish everybody well. But some entrepreneurs were calling it a blessing in disguise, or some even said it was a beautiful crisis. But for network marketing, Max International Business, one, we're already working from home. People are calling like, Dr. Bright, how are you faring? How do I say? I've been working from home for the past 6 years. So pandemic or no pandemic,
nothing different.
Nothing different.
You're good.
You see. And then the other thing is that we had everybody was now interested.
Right.
Presidents were telling their people, boost your immunity. So everybody was looking for these wonderful products here. So there was a huge, surge in demand, and we had all the systems right there to serve people.
Right.
So that was. But one thing that, you know, I think we've learned, businesses, companies, organizations have learned to be more productive with the technology we have, and then also people now understand there's a huge, you know, a huge emphasis on immunity as we go through this difficult situation.
Right.
And Max International, as a business, has sailed through this situation beautifully, and we are grateful for the opportunity and the company that we've been able to survive this and be more impactful and help our families and our friends and our neighbors through this difficult crisis. Yeah,
I love that. So essentially, we're killing two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
Okay, we're impacting lives through the products. At the same time, we're getting paid. People are getting paid.
Exactly.
We're even going to give out more dollars at the tail end of this product. So that's a quick Ohene Asare. What about you? People have this notion that this business is only reserved for medical doctors, and if you are not in the health profession, you can't succeed. If you are not a nurse or a doctor, or you are from a finance background, economist. I mean, for those who don't know, he was my lecturer too at business school. He taught me quantitative methods and research methods. Amazing guy. Yeah. You don't have any science background, okay? But right now, you even qualified to be a qualified toxicologist, if I could say. Anyway, tell me, do people
through Max?
It's all through Max. Do people need to have a medical background or a science background before they can succeed with this business?
No, not at all. And I've done a survey on this. Okay, I've decided to. I've brought quite a number of medical doctors, and they could not survive because they thought they could use their medical knowledge to win. And I've brought people with no education, completely no education at all. In fact, there was this market woman I brought with no education, could not even speak English. She says, please, can I speak the Ghanaian language tree? Because that is my favorite. I said, Mommy, can you okay, say what you want to say.
Nice.
Okay, and she started. Okay, and with time she hit bronze. Wow. So you don't need medical knowledge to be able to succeed. In fact, if you have observed in the world, most of the people who have been successful, they don't need higher learning. Sometimes you go to school even learn unnecessary things. Tan theta, cos theta, pi r squared, the parts of a grasshopper, things you don't even use in real life. Okay, and many people will still join Unemployed Graduate Association. And if you check the world, majority of people who are doing well are in businesses without higher learning, without academic excellence. Okay, if you look at people like Bill Gates, Harvard most successful dropout. Okay, if you look at people like Despite, people like Coco King, Kingdom Books, Canada, Japan, Casa Precon, they are not professors, they are not doctors. So we can't tease our mind and think that you need to have academic excellence, medical know-how before you can.
So it wasn't your PhD that got you
No, it's not my PhD. See, if you put me into charcoal, I will thrive there.
You are sell the charcoal sellers.
Oh, I'm telling you, I will thrive there. And let me tell you why I will thrive there. Because your mind, you move in the direction of your most dominant thought.
Right.
You attract what you think about, and what you think about expands. So if you are thinking that I won't do it, I can't survive, you are dead. Okay? But if you tell yourself, hey, I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to be able to thrive. There was a gentleman I saw, this gentleman was crippled and he was doing his own business. And he says he can't even rely on a single source of income. And he moved and delved into other. He was so crippled and yet he built his own house alone. Wow. So anybody can do anything. It is just our mind that makes us feel that this is for that, this is for that. If you have a positive mind and you tell yourself, I'm going to work on this consistently over time, I tell you, people will wonder how you made it.
Yeah, right. Les Brown said something in just 5 words. He says that, and essentially to encapsulate what you're saying, that, sometimes passion overcomes the lack of skill or the lack of know-how. He says all it takes is this 5 words, the will to do it. It's just the will to do it. So as a business lecturer, okay, would you advise the people out there, okay, to start looking into these kind of opportunities, home-based businesses, network marketing? Is this something you would recommend? Because let's face it, people graduate, people come out of business school, people come out of, tertiary institutions, and they don't have jobs, okay? So you are highly respected. What you say goes very far. So what is the message and the advice you have for them? Okay.
Ask the question, would you do it? I'm already doing it. See, let me tell you, sometimes in my class, I will use about 30% of the time to educate them that they should not think that the masters, in my PhD class, I tell them, look, You guys are going to learn and write books called PhD dissertation. Do you know how many people are going to read that? Only 2. Your internal supervisor and your external supervisor. That's it. So if you think that that is going to make you a gargantuan gagamamus, you are just there in one corner of your area.
Right.
So
Right.
irrespective of who you are, no matter how big you are, no matter how small you are,
Right.
do a business.
Right.
The businessmen and women are the movers and shakers of every economy.
Right.
Do a business. And if you are a student coming out of the university, see, so many people churn out of the university looking for jobs, and they realize that even if they get the jobs, you look at the salary. NAPCO has clearly shown that the average salary of a graduate is about 700 Ghana cedis.
700 Ghana cedis.
That is after 4 years of mental torture.
Wow.
Okay, so it is very important that people begin to look at alternatives. And unfortunately, university systems do not teach people to be entrepreneurial. And that is the problem. That is why so many people, they become self-unemployed.
Right.
Because they are waiting for your sincerely and yours faithfully acceptance. And these things are not coming. I write it for so many of them. There was one lady I've written her 16
You mean
times.
the referral letters and the
Yeah, she will
recommendation
come.
letters, okay.
Doc, this is number 14. Write the reference for me.
Right.
I said, my dear, why don't you do this?
Right.
So it is important for people to begin to not think that higher education is your only means to succeed.
Right.
Because
The world is changing.
the world has changed.
It's changed.
It's changed. And so we need to begin to be entrepreneurial minded.
Right.
And once, and the thing I like about network marketing is that it gives you the leverage which usual traditional businesses don't have.
Right.
Okay, because you are able to leverage on other people's work and you are able to thrive. So if I bring somebody, you will earn on the person. If you bring somebody, I will earn on the person. We work in a team. And that is why network marketing is the business of the 21st century.
Leverage is definitely key. Thank you very much for that insight, and very powerful insight. I would like to go back to CE Joe. I want to take his mind on this thing. Now, quickly, Joe, how do people out there distinguish or differentiate between a risky venture, get-rich-quick pyramid scheme, and what we have, a home-based, legitimate network marketing business, okay? And also, if you could tell us of the impact that Max has had over the last few years, okay? So, Joe, just the impact Max has had, as well as how someone who is looking at us now, who wants to take that leap of faith, will say, okay, but there are several companies. Why would they go with ours and not fall into the trap of getting, into a pyramid scheme or whatever it is? Okay, so Joe, over to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's address the big issue about pyramid schemes. Pyramid schemes plan does not have a direct tie between a sale of a product and its commissions, right? So if you have a company that, for example, says that we will pay upon recruiting, right? Just a pure payment for recruiting someone to join a business. That's not recruiting is not the sale of a product. So you have to have a product sale for a commission to be tied to that. So that's the first thing that you should look for. Now, the second thing is look to see if the compensation plans have limits, because no company can survive if commissions are unlimited. It can't be an unlimited amount that's paid based upon the sale of a single product. So make sure that the compensation plans look legitimate, that they have basic controls within them so that commissions can be paid regularly and not in some sort of fanciful way that it is an endless payout to every single person who joins. It has to be tied, again, to the sale of product. That's the critical thing. Now, then also look for the longevity of the company. How long have they been around? Have they been around for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years? Are they consistent in the products that they offer, in the services that they provide? Do they have a long-term history? Take your time and meet with people and talk to their staff, talk to the associates that have been involved in the business, and see, is this a place that is legitimate that I want to spend my time with? And those are really the main things. You know, and I think that it's very important as network marketing grows, that the companies come together and set standards so that people know which companies are adhering to good network marketing practices. And Max has in fact talked to a number of companies in Ghana and in Nigeria about forming a council so that people know that, hey, if they come to one of these companies, that the companies are legitimate companies, because that's very, very important. Network marketing as an industry has a tremendous role to play in the growth of the economies in West Africa. Again, the goal is to make sure that people have legitimate opportunity. Max is an extraordinarily legitimate company. We have unbelievably great products, and we're very open to competing with other legitimate companies. We believe that our products are great. We know that our leadership is great. We know that we provide the best services that we can to our associates, our customers, and our staff. And we love the idea that other companies will come into West Africa and provide similar services, because there are so many people there to provide opportunity to. There are so many people there to provide great products to. And if people do it legitimately, that is good for everybody. So, again, take your time, examine your companies that you're engaging with, make sure that they have legitimate products, make sure that they have legitimate services, make sure that they have a long-term history and have a compensation plan that has appropriate limitations in it. And now, why should people join Max International as opposed to looking at other companies? I can speak to our commitment to our associates and our commitment to excellence and our commitment to being part of the community and learning culturally, learning how people operate, and we want to be intimately involved in improving the lives of the people that we interact with, and that is who we are. And so when we initially came, we wanted to give people the world-class products. World-class products. We didn't want anyone there to ever think that a Ghanaian citizen or a Nigerian citizen or someone from Ivory Coast was getting products that were any less than what Max International was selling in the United States. When we created our beauty line, we wanted all of the people who were using our products to say, I can get this product in Accra, I can get this product in Kumasi, I can get this product in Cape Coast, wherever it is, and it's the same product that someone could buy in Paris, that someone can buy in New York, right? Because you deserve the best, you deserve the top quality. And that's what we wanted to make sure we provided in terms of our product quality. Always at the best, always at the top, because that's what the people deserved. We also wanted to make sure that we were providing world-class training. We want people to be able to come to our offices, and as you guys know, all of our training is free. We don't charge anybody anything. And the reason we do that is because making money isn't always the single most important goal. That's not it. We want to provide a service to the community, a commitment to growth. And so we want people to come and learn how to do business. We want people to learn how to market. We want people to learn how to communicate, learn how to build trust, learn how to build belief, again, in themselves, belief in the community, belief in the country. And when people have that spark of hope, of belief, and investment, when you have the level of talent that is in West Africa, that is what will set the place on fire. And I don't mean that in a literal sense. I mean set the place on fire in terms of innovation, in terms of creativity, in terms of growing an infrastructure and believing that opportunity exists right here. And this place is tremendous, and this is great, and this is where I want my kids to grow up and go to school and invest in building out our communities and these wonderful, wonderful countries. So that's who we are, and that's who we want to invite people to join and join in, the belief of what we can do and what we can create as a team, as a collective, as human beings that want to improve the lives of those that we interact with. And so, I don't, spend a ton of time focused on what the competition is saying or doing, other than to just get feedback to see if somebody is doing something well, and then we want to try to, of course, do better, as to that extent. And I do know that there are some good companies out there, but I believe that Max is at the top. I think we've proven ourselves over the 7-8 years now that we've been there, and in our expansion, in our growth, in the amount of commissions that we've paid out, which has been, a lot. We've paid, somewhere around 50 to 60 million US dollars now in Ghana and Nigeria, which is, very, very impactful. You can look at the what people have done with the commissions that they've earned. So many people have invested in themselves, like yourself, Kofi, Dr. Kofi, and Dr. Bright. You guys have gone on to expand your education in to become MBAs, and I think, Kofi, you now have 45 different degrees, which is fantastic. And Bright, of course, we all know that he's a music mogul. He's a world-class MBA. He's a researcher. He's a man. He's like that guy in the Dos Equis commercials, the most interesting man in the world, right? It's amazing to see this type of growth. We know that Dr. Albert and Dr. Kelvin and Prof have invested their commissions in homes, in building infrastructure, in training things, in other businesses. That's long-term impact, and that type of thing is what, really the dream. I'm overjoyed and thrilled to see you guys take the money that you've earned with Max and invest it in your communities and help them grow and develop more people and more opportunity. The UN had an interesting statistic that I read about a decade ago when I was really focused on this. And they said that every dollar that you invest in a country multiplies by 6 throughout the economy. And I'd say that they were a little bit off on that. It multiplies by more than 6 when you have the level of talent that you have in West Africa, because as you guys have proven, you take the money that you've earned and then you reinvest it in other opportunities for more people. So I would say that the 60 million US dollars that Max has paid has not had just a $360 million impact in Ghana. I would say that it's probably closer to $3 billion impact, because we've given the money to people who have talent, who have vision, and who care about their communities, and invest that money back into them. And so I think we've had a huge impact. It's something that I'm incredibly proud of, and more than just the impact, I'm so proud of the people that we work with, and the leadership that we have, and the commitment that they've shown to improving the lives of the people that they interact with. And so that's who we are, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Thank you very much, Joe. The potential, as you can see and hear for yourselves out there, it's immense with the opportunity, Max International. Joe, I'll come to you for your final words later on, so just hang around with us. Right now, I'll go back to Anne. Anne, are you there with us all the way in Canada? So I just want to ask you, Anne, now, being a lady growing this business, okay, did you face some challenges? Sometimes ladies feel like, oh, they can't do this business, it's too difficult, it's too tough, only guys can survive. But you have shown that anything and everything is possible, okay? So for the ladies listening to you out there, okay, what single advice or what can you give them, or what can they take home for them to believe in themselves that, look, if Anne could do it, I could also do it?
Beautiful. I love our Max business for women because it is very, very empowering. And not only can it be extremely empowering for your confidence, everything that you learn in your Max business will help you in every other aspect of your life, in your relationships, with your husband if you have one, with your children if you have them, with your work. Certainly, I got better at my work when I started learning everything I was learning in Max. So I would say that this business is very, very empowering for women in personal development and growth, but also in finances. You know, it's very empowering when you have your own money, when you don't have to think about relying on someone else for income. For me, I'm not married. I'm divorced, and I don't have to think about an employer. I don't have to think about a husband to give me money. You know, I'm very self-sufficient, and there's something empowering about that. Now, we have the training and the tools to help give you that empowerment. So the only thing that a woman needs to do is just make the decision that you are going to do it, that if others have done it, you can do it. And I want to suggest a couple of things, and I want to read one short thing. You know, if you're a woman with a family, then sometimes there can be some small challenges here or there. Perhaps the spouse is not so supportive of you having a business outside of, you know, your home. Well, I think that once you start making money, and when that money starts to do some good things for the family, it can be very, very empowering. You know, we have women in our business who take their entire family off on vacation with Max, and that makes a big difference. And when the husband starts to see that, that makes a big difference. So just read something very quickly from a lady who joined us not up to 2 months. She's become bronze already after a month and a half. And here's what she wrote about her experience. She said, through Max, I have a different view of life. Max has made me stop being that shy woman who wanted to just hide away from the world to this woman who finds pleasure in talking to and meeting new people. My time has become so useful. Every single minute of the day counts. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself and depressed anymore. I'm so happy, and I feel blessed to belong to the Max family. Now, her husband is also in Max. He's going to also do very, very well. He's very supportive, but the impact we can make on people is remarkable. And the impact that you as a woman, if you're listening to a woman, women as well, it will make a world of difference. So I would encourage any woman who is listening, get involved with us, get back to the person who invited you to be part of this, work with your team, and you can do extremely, extremely well.
Awesome. And before I let you go, Anne, I just want to know, you're an awesome facilitator, very, you know, gifted trainer. How have you been able to use the internet? I mean, this COVID times, we've been staying at home. How have you been doing this so effectively and building your business to the highest level?
Well, you know, I think that COVID has taught us all how to be with technology. And so I actually went from really not knowing how to use many things on the internet very well. I'm not a guru, but we've had to do our meetings online, and I actually love it because you can meet with people. I can meet with people in any country. I don't have to be physically there with them. And so we have started all kinds of online events, online team meetings, online trainings, online seminars, and you can do a lot of things online. You can also prospect online. You can meet people that you've never met physically. In fact, in my entire business of over 60,000 associates, I would say perhaps 2 or 3 are people that I knew personally. Okay, everyone else came from social media. And that team of 60,000 people grew all from social media, from people I did not know before I started Max. So you can do a lot with the internet. It gives us a great power to reach out around the globe, to build relationships, and to really build a very powerful business.
Truly a global village now with internet and everything that we have at our disposal. Awesome. Now, I saw recently, talking about the internet, I saw recently on Facebook that you've just purchased a vacation home somewhere in South Africa. So, I mean, talk us through a little bit of your achievements with Max International, and you're really putting the commissions to good use. Congrats on the house. So tell us some of the achievements. I mean, let people feel empowered. That let it look, Anne has done this, Anne has done that, and this, and that. I can do this too. What are some of the facts that come with it? Tell me.
You know, I will first say that the greatest achievement I personally feel about my business with Max is the impact to have made on the many tens of thousands of lives, both with our product and with the opportunity. And meeting the amazing people I've met, that has been worth more than money. But having said that, you know, when you work so hard, the money is also good. And now, yes, I've actually purchased 2 vacation homes in South Africa. I'd say it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. It's wonderful. I'm able to take my family on vacation. Right now, in case you hear any knocking or banging, you know, my mom is on her own. Her husband died last year. So I'm spending a lot of time with her. We're very close. I don't have a husband. So, you know, my mom is kind of my responsibility. And we're putting a new roof on the house today. I'm able to take care of that for her because I have commissions from Max. So financially, I'm set. I'm comfortable. I can help people when I need to help people. I can treat my family when I need to treat my family, and I can invest the commissions in things that will be there for the long term, and that things will create a future for others as well. So I'm so grateful to Max and for this opportunity. And like I said, it's definitely the very best thing that's ever happened to me. And I will always be so happy for this decision I've made. And I can't wait for the next 10 and 20 years. It's been 11 years now. I want 11 and 20 and 30 years to come.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All I heard was financially, I'm set. I mean, I'm going to sleep on those words. I mean, you watching us, wouldn't you love to say someday that financially, I'm set? And thank you very much for your insight. I'm going to come back to you in a little while for you to give us your closing remarks. But let me go to Dr. Bright over here. Dr. Bright, now very quickly, you know, trends in AI, you know, automation, all these things, okay? People are losing their jobs, you know, tellers are not going to be very much, you know, useful in the short term to medium term. I mean, robots are doing the jobs of lawyers, you know, and things like that. So it makes the traditional job place, a very dangerous place. Okay, so what is it that gives us an advantage over traditional jobs? And people also say that this is personal development that comes with a paycheck. So I want you to address these two issues. Okay.
Great. So first of all, the signs are all around us. The tech has been there for a while, and COVID-19 basically came to catapult us to use it out of necessity, right?
Right.
So as we speak, we have robot lecturers. In fact, I'm thinking about getting a robot teacher for my daughter when she's like 3 years. We have robots that teach to code. We have robot nurses working, robot cleaners who are working in the hospitals in the US. We have Chinese miners are using 5G to operate mining machines from their homes.
Wow.
It's happening right now. Drones are delivering, drones are serving in the restaurants. Everything is set. And increasingly, we are looking at a very jobless future. People have to have very high skill sets. Anything that can be automated is going to. And governments right now are looking at paying people money to stay at home so that they can have machines working. So there's no two ways about that, right? No job is protected. I subscribe to an AI legal service from the US,
wow,
right, as I speak right now. So, but you see, there's one thing. There's some things that you can replace. Health will continue happening because as long as we all live in this body, everybody has a body. The body gets sick. You need to keep it. You need to maintain this body. You need to eat. You need to keep your immunity going. We are going to age. There are anti-aging issues. So that's one thing that we can't get around, right? So as long as we are alive, we keep breathing, we produce free radicals, we are aging, we need to boost the immunity. These products are going to be around.
Right.
And then people will always need money. Need to earn money to survive, to live, to buy, to take care of things. So there will always be a need for income, making opportunities. There will be a need to maintain this human body. So that's where we are.
Right.
So I see our business being very recession-proof and future-proof.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then just on my second point, for you, you need no introduction. We need not tell people about what you've achieved with Max, you know, talk of, you know, financially, you know, you've had your own apartment, houses, you know, cars, you name it. You've invested in yourself and all of that. But aside all the monetary aspects or that come with the, you know, the nice things that come with Max International, people say there's personal development to this, okay? How do you think as a person, okay, your medical background, how have you developed personally, okay, or, you know, in terms of, you know, personal growth and development with Max International? How has it been for you?
It's amazing. It's amazing. To begin with, like, when I meet people who knew me from back in the days, they were like, wow, you've changed so much. I've seen the level of growth I've had. First of all, in network marketing, there was an article on Forbes that said that network marketing is one of the few places where everybody just cheers you up. Like, there's one place where people are just giving you everything you need from those above you. There is no fear. Nobody wants to compete or try to antagonize you. And therefore, it's a positive place where you plug and play. You're so charged every day. There are very important skill sets that people need in life to survive. Sales, negotiation, communication, personal branding, so many things. And a lot of people, you know, graduates, I'm sure Prof can attest to that, come out of school and they don't like they lack these skill set. They can't present, can't negotiate, can't sell anything, And when people you see people walk into the doors of Max International and they go through the training process, and after a while, I tell you this one, I had a friend who hit me up and said she had a friend who has been overseas and done a master's degree, but she was so timid, not assertive, maybe self-esteem issues. But when this particular lady came into Max International, after several months, she's changed totally. She's so confident, so full of life. So you see the transformation going on in people. And people who may not even make, so much money, as they may have expected over a given time frame, like, for example, Anne, whilst you are in the business, right, you learn so many things that transform you. So even before,
if you are not making a lot of money like
right,
you
have skills you gain that you can use to do something outside of Max International, which is huge. So I mean, it's amazing. And I tell people, like, you know what, join Max. If you're not going to make money from, just go to the training. It's free. And when I started my MBA, I realized, wow, there's so much free teachings or trainings at Max International, but people don't pay attention because they don't pay. I was surprised at things that I was being taught that I have been teaching.
Maybe we should be charging, for all the trainings
exactly
giving out for free.
I mean, it's amazing, really.
Brilliant minds over here with me here in studio. We have Dr. Wiredu and Dr. Kwaku Ohene Asare. If you're joining us, this is the maiden edition of the Max Engage series, where we interact with brilliant minds. And this evening, the topic is on how network marketing can thrive in a post-COVID economy. Okay, so final words. Okay, Dr. Kyei, if someone is looking at you right now, okay, what action should they take? Okay, someone who is sitting on the fence. I don't want to do this. I'm afraid my husband won't let me do it. This is new. This is coming. What should they do?
Well, there are some things that I've observed that people use as a way to take themselves out from doing this. One of the things is people say, I don't have money, I don't have time. Sometimes they doubt. And sometimes they just don't believe that the system works. Okay? If you don't have money, it means that you need to plug yourself into a system that gives you money. Because whatever you do, you need the money. Okay. So let's say you are earning 1,000 Ghana cedis. You need money to be able to increase that. Your job is never going to increase that money for you. Even in the next 5 years, your income is not going to be doubled. And so you need another alternative source of income to be able to move yourself. And nobody will give you that.
Nobody's going to
so you need a business like this, where you can leverage on others to be able to do that. If you don't have time, I am a doctor and a professor in 3 universities. I'm in Legon, I'm in Warwick University, I'm in Stellenbosch University in South Africa. Okay, I am busy. Everybody is busy. I publish.
People, you are the busiest person on earth.
Yes.
And yet you still have time to do this business.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It is the mindset. It is the vision and the mission. It is the dream. Okay. You see, anybody can use anything as an excuse. Okay, to just justify himself. Okay, but when you really plan, I have a gentleman who is working in Jubilee House, and he told me that, Doc, can I do this? He was my executive MBA student. So you can do it. He just started. 62 days he became silver.
Wow.
Okay. And then he saw an income in his account. He said, Doc, I am making more in Max than in my Jubilee job. And Doc, you know what's so funny? I still can do all my work in the Jubilee and still do my Max. But I thought I could not do it. It's the mind. And so anybody who says that I don't have time, you can create time. And then you can be able to do that. If you have disbelief, look at the people. Look at the people here. Okay, look at the caliber of people in Max. And look at the intellectuals, the mind that have produced the ribosome technology. And look at the articles, the publications that are there. There is no way anybody should have doubt in what we are doing. You just start from the beginning, you build yourself up, you go further, and with time, you will see that you will be able to tap into other knowledge. The good thing about Max is that you can have somebody, and then you can have any other leader to even talk to the person for you. Your lack of knowledge or lack of anything, you can take it from somebody. And there was a gentleman, he told me that, Doc, me, I don't care. As long as you talk to my person for me, I'm fine. So he was just bringing the people, and then boom, he became bronze. So you need to be able to leverage on a lot of people. And that's what I like about this industry. Oh, there's a huge. It's so huge, eh? It's so huge that if you are only willing, if you are, you can sit at home, pick up your phone, and call Ajua and call John, and just connect them to some of the people who are and then you'll be thriving. You will never. When you get just 10 people into this business, you get 10 people into this business. Watch what is going to happen to your income. Your income start moving from 1,005 to 2,000, and if these people are able to do the same thing, you are now getting into tens of thousands. So a person needs to look at his current situation and ask yourself that, am I okay? Am I okay in what? If you're okay, then fine. But if you are not, take this as a secondary thing and build it. Build it from home. Take some 1 hour to 2 hours every day, which we would have used for other activities like watching Chelsea and Man United or doing X Factor or other things. Tap that into something like this, income generating business, and watch yourself the next 5 years. You'll be amazed at how this business can provide a beautiful thing.
What zone has killed more dreams and more, dreams.
Yeah.
Totally get what you're saying. So, Dr. Bright, any final remarks to people who are watching you? Okay, they want to be the next Dr. Bright. They've seen your success. Everybody saw your grand wedding. Okay, the royal wedding. I mean, totally plush. Amazing things happening. Okay, top of town. Everybody sees you vacationing here and there. So, Dr. Bright, they are listening to you. What is the final words that you have for them?
Great. So, to my fellow Max associates, right? So, keep on keeping on. It's. I mean, you've seen it. It's possible. I mean, 6 years ago, it was hard to think about getting to this position. For Crown Diamond was like beyond the moon for us. But it's all been achieved, right? And therefore, you too can do it as long as it's been done. Now, for those who are not with Max International, we thank you for giving us your attention this evening. I just want to say that you need to think a lot. COVID-19 has taught us so many lessons. A lot of people thought that one income source was okay, but when people had to take 50% cuts, 80% cuts in their income, so have no income at all, it was quite devastating. And you never know what will happen, right? So we all need to insure ourselves by having alternate income. Now, these are great products that we all need, and we need to be proactive in our health. Health and wealth are the same, right? It doesn't matter how rich you are if you have no quality life because you are sick, around so many meds and you're struggling. It's not the best when you are. One of my uncles said he has to die before his money finishes. Quite a sad statement, but they two go together. And don't be a doubting Thomas. This is real. This is not Dr. Fojo's fake UN awards, right? So, yeah, this is real. This is not fake UN award, right? So get in touch with somebody who knows about Max and get started. Okay.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wiredu. So over to you, Anne, and CEO Joe Voyticky. Your final words, please. So we'll start with you, Joe, and then Anne, if you have any final words for the audience.
I think Joe's sound is off.
Now, so could you kindly take it all over again, please? We are muted, so could you kindly unmute yourself? All right, no worries. I will get back to you, Joe. And if you can hear me loud and clear, final remarks as Joe sorts his technical issues out.
Great, perfect. Yes, there's really only 3 things that anyone needs for success. Whether you are currently a Max associate, whether you are going to be joining us, there's only 3 things, and I want you to get these very clearly. The first one is you have to be hungry for success. You actually have to want it. The second one is you have to be willing to learn and you have to be coachable. And the third one is you have to be ready to put in the effort. Even if it's only an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, it's possible, but those 3 things are important. And once you have those 3 things, don't give it 3 weeks, 3 months and say, oh, it didn't work. No, decide you are going to do it until you are successful. And always know this, if others have done it, you can do it. You are no different. They are no better. If others are doing it, if Dr. Kofi, Dr. Bright, if I can do it, you can do it too. So we really look forward to having you join us, and we look forward to celebrating your success.
Sekel, Anna, and Turnbull, thank you for your insight. Thank you for your lovely words and your great, great wisdom over there. We truly, truly appreciate you. Okay, so Joe, CEO Joe, can you hear me? Are you unmuted now? If you could give us some final remarks. As we wait for Joe, if you're watching us from YouTube, any of our social media handles, Zoom or Facebook, if you have any questions, please keep them coming, keep them flowing. We'll try to address these questions before the show ends. If there's anything we've not touched on, let us know and we'll address it. Okay. Now, before we hear from Joe, who have the last words, okay, this goes out to the fastest mind and the fastest finger. Are you ready, guys? So whether you're on Zoom, you're on YouTube, or you're on Facebook, okay? Now, if you type the correct answers first, you win the prize. It's as simple as that. It could be anything. It could be a surprise, and we are going to contact you with your award. Trust Max International on that, okay? So, my first question. So, whatever platform you are, just type it there, and then we'll look at the first answer. The first correct answer will win some amazing, amazing awards. It could be cash, it could be souvenirs. We have some amazing products. It could be anything, okay? We like to surprise you. So, the first question is, when CEO Joe was making his remark, he said some 3 or 4 important things to look out for to distinguish between a legitimate marketing company from a pyramid or a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? So tell me any two things that separates a legitimate MLM company from a pyramid scheme. Go, shoot your answer in the text box and we'll contact the fastest correct answer, okay? The winner will be contacted with some great, great prizes, okay? So that's the first question. I'll throw a second question before we close and we wrap up for the evening. All right. So that's the first question I have for you. Now, before we connect to Joe, is Joe's video and sound working?
Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, I'm here.
Joe is on. All right. So, CEO Joe, you're on. We would like to hear from you. Your very final remarks. Okay. People are looking at you, and you know you're a source of huge inspiration. I met you a few years ago. You've been like a father figure to me. Whenever I go to New York, he tells me, "Look, if you've booked a hotel, cancel it. Come stay with me." That is the kind of relationship we have. Joe's an amazing, amazing personality, and we love it each time we hear from you. So people look up to you. Joe, what are your final words of inspiration? Okay, to somebody who is out there who says, "Look, can I do this? Do I want to be a part of this culture, this success?" Over to you, Joe.
Well, the first thing I say is you have to have belief. You know, there's a lot of ways people are going to put doubt in your head. They're going to tell you it's not possible, you can't do it. But we have so many examples, real life examples of people who have done it and people who have grown and people who have changed their lives with Max. Just look at all of the great leaders we have in Ghana. Look at all of the great leaders that we have in Nigeria. Look at the US and then our corporate staff in Ghana with Uncle KK, with Tekle, with Pat, with Miriam, with George Ofe. I mean, it is all about that people come together and believe in each other. And we have to remember that you know, we are here to help and lift each other up. We need each other. It doesn't matter really what country you're from. It doesn't matter what area of the world you're from. If you link arms and come together, you can achieve a lot. You can do things that people don't think are possible. And so but that's not an easy road. I mean, I know, you know, in my own life, people look at me and they think, oh my goodness, you know, you went to Harvard Law School and you're the CEO of a company and that life should be just so easy. Every decision I make is perfect, right? It's just not the case. You know, I have my doubts and I have my struggles just like everybody else. But the difference is that I have a team of people that are going to help lift me up and help me through those struggles. Help me say, we can do this. I know you may be tired, but you need to get up. I know that Dr. Bright and I know that Dr. James and I know Dr. Jules from from Nigeria. I know so many people have had those moments where you're saying to yourself, this is so hard. How am I going to get there? And that's when you rely on your teammates. That's when you rely on your people. And it's one of the great things about network marketing, one of the great things about how we've set up our compensation plan. If you don't help other people, you will not succeed in this business. So come in with an open mind, come in with an open heart, and come in with the best effort. And stay with it. Stick with it. Max is going to stick with you. Max is going to be here. Max is going to continue to try to perform the absolute best service that we can, because that's what everybody deserves. That's what you deserve. So when you come with us, we will be here to help you, and you will be here to help us. Well, that's the way it works. We help each other and we grow. And when Dr. Bright had said earlier on the call about, that technology is will take away people's jobs, people have to understand, Max has the best technology for the nutritional supplement industry. There isn't a better technology in the world. Max's is the best, the absolute best, and it's scientifically proven. So when you work with us, you're working with the top technology in the world. And we have so many people to reach. Our business has nowhere near come to its maximum. So when people come and say in our other company, because Max is full, there's no way to make money, well, that is so untrue. We have so much expansion to do, so much growth, so much opportunity. And it's not just going to be in the nutritional supplement realm. We have the whole Max Beauty line. Then we're going to create even more opportunities for people to have the chance to lift themselves. A lot to learn with Max. You have all these great leaders in now countries who have worked very hard to establish a system that you can plug into, but you have to bring your effort. You have to bring your belief. You have to bring your open mind and be willing to learn and be willing to work and be willing to sacrifice. And then you find a way. You find a way to work with your team, lift each other up, and build the life you want. Because Max is a tremendous foundation for you. It's a tremendous educational opportunity for you. It's a tremendous economic engine for you. And we're committed to make sure that you have the opportunity that you deserve.
Thank you very much, Voyticky. You heard it from the man himself. Amazing lawyer, amazing corporate head. And hey, what can we say? Great things about him. So ladies and gentlemen, you've heard from our awesome panelists, you've heard from our CEO, you've heard from our Crown Diamond associates, and keep your questions coming. And like I said, we're going to reward the fastest hand and then the fastest mind who answered the first question, okay? Now my second question is this, okay, ready? So having heard all that we've said, okay, what are some of the advantages network marketing business has over the traditional business, okay? So we just push two advantages. Okay, the fastest hands, and then the correct answer, the fastest answer is also going to win an award. So across all the platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Zoom, what are some of the advantages this business has over traditional jobs or traditional businesses? All right, so let's go. And we'll get back to you with the winners before we end, okay? So now, right about time, we're going to reward some amazing personalities. I'm going to move to Dr. Bright Wiredu, who has a few words before we reward these amazing personalities. So over to you, Dr. Bright.
Very exciting moment now. Max International always believes in recognizing people for the work they've done, right? So there's one thing that the company has been doing consistently for the past 6 years since I've been here, is that every single achievement that you attain, you are rewarded duly for it. And there was a cash promotion that was run last month, and we have some wonderful winners here. So we're going to show the winners, but before they want to say a big congratulations to all of you for winning this promo. It's not just about the money you're going to make, but it's about the fact that you've impacted people because you've shown someone a way that they can improve their health and their finances. You're making impact, right? So that's why the company is rewarding you for showing people a way to do something. So congrats all of you. We are proud of you, and keep going, keep the fire burning. Amazing, congratulations to all of you. I know this money is only extra money on top of whatever commissions you are making. So whether you want $25 extra, $100, $125, whether it was $250,
whatever money you're making, that is money that go the extra mile for you. So big congrats, like Dr. Bright here. We have the names on the screen. Okay.
Right, so we have the $25 winners. Right, so we just want to show the names. We don't have the time to mention every name, but we're just recognizing the names here. So many, as you can see.
Congratulations to all of you. All of you doing amazing things.
Max is so generous, has always been. Congrats to all of you. There's so many winners. So many winners. That's right. So many winners. So many of them.
Call it the August Rush promo winners.
That's right. August Rush. Then we have the $50 winners. These are guys who have made impact, touched lives, shown people a way to build a side business. So congrats to all of you guys. Keep going on. Keep shining. Keep making impact. We have the $100 winners. That's right.
Sharing the opportunity to more and more people.
Exactly. This is real. And people started receiving their payments and were so happy.
Right.
I kept getting calls. Wow, so this is real. I said, yes, it's real.
Real. People were paid just today.
It's not fake you and I.
So ladies and gentlemen, these people have been paid actually already.
That's Prof over there.
Over there. This is extra income.
That's right.
Just for enrolling more people. August Rush. Congratulations to all of you. A lot of time. Ever
Then the $250 winners. There they are. That's right. Congrats to all of you. Good job done, guys. Well done. Well done.
$250.
Yes, that's right.
Solid.
That's right. And in addition to this, they're going to have a significant increase in their business. Because these guys have brought more than 10 people, right?
Right. Definitely.
Exactly.
That's no easy feat
At
to
all.
attain.
Done very well.
Big congrats. All of you.
It's touching more than 10 lives at least. Yes.
Every
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Where will we see these guys hitting the gold and the platinum?
yes. And that's when it becomes scary. That's when you
I
hit
know, right?
five figures and
then
probably remember the first time you hit gold when you saw the income. It was crazy.
I bought eggs.
Yes, amazing.
It's
Amazing
incredible.
efforts from all these guys. Yeah.
I remember one time when Dr. Kelvin was expecting his platinum income. He kept calling me in the middle of the night. Said, "Is it real?"
Is it real?
But he saw the commission at the back of it and he didn't believe that he was going to get that money.
The money is real, guys.
When I got my first platinum commission, when the alert came, I dropped my phone.
I remember very well. I was there that day. He dropped his phone.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable income.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Sometimes you keep wondering if you're going to wake up from a dream, but
exactly.
It's real. That's what it is.
It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, at Max International, we reward you for your efforts. We reward you for attaining significant milestones. And some of these winners have also hit significant ranks, and they'll be going on free expense-paid trips, holiday destinations for an entire weekend, and so watch out for that as well.
Yes, and then we're looking forward to the 3 vacations next year.
Great.
One of my friends called me and said, "So where are you going next year?" I said, "I have Mauritius.
There's Bali.
I have Bali.
There's
Indonesia,
Ireland.
And I said, it's all company paid.
Everything is company
I'm not
paid.
spending a dollar.
Everything is company paid.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like, Kofi, you're traveling too much. You're spending all that money. I'm like, Max is taking care of it.
Exactly right.
Right. So it comes with the perks of the business. So
So
congrats to all of you guys for earning extra $250 and amazing efforts. Super congratulations. Right. Super congratulations to you. Yeah. We want to go through each one of you before someone comes and says, hey, my picture wasn't shown. And, you know, we know it's hard work to get to this milestone. So big congratulations to you. It's entirely different, and we'll be sending updates very, very soon. We hope we'll win an award. So ladies, you don't feel like we've neglected you. Max embraces and welcomes everybody. Win an award. So ladies, you don't feel like we've neglected you. Max embraces and welcomes everybody. So big congratulations to our 3 winners, and to our, our viewers from Nigeria, and to our big panelists, Joe, Voyticky, and Turnbull, for making time this evening, and everybody, especially you. Yes, you. So again, next time with the next episode, it's peace, and we say Max morning to you.
Generations of fishing knowledge are combined. High-quality oil is then shipped straight to Max's U.S. process. Gel production allows for quality control that is Max 357. More than just a unique fish oil blend, it is